Afternoon, here is news at 12 on the Gallery TV. I am Adebayo Molara. Here's the news headline. Federal government asks resident doctors to resume work, says states are responsible for most of their demands. More terrorists surrender as troops escalate operations across Northeast. On business news, federal government not the best manager of refineries, petroleum ministers. DPR deploys inventory tool to check PMS diversion among 33,000 stations. On entertainment news, Mo Abudu's Ebony's Life, Universal Pictures or to co-produce movie on Hush Puppy. Now the news and details. Federal government asks resident doctors to resume work, says states are responsible for most of their demands. The federal government has asked striking resident doctors to resume work as most of the issues they have raised are state affairs. Minister of Health Dr. Osige Ahinire told journalists in Abuja on Thursday that 7 of 12 matters that were raised by the National Association of Resident Doctors (NARD) were the responsibilities of state governments. Consequently, he expects the resident doctors to resume work on Friday and take up these issues with the state government rather than embark on the nationwide strike as they had done. This is more so, according to him, because the federal government has stated addressing the 5 issues it is responsible for. Resident doctors in Nigeria public hospitals started a nationwide strike on Monday. For several reasons, including delays in the payment of the salaries and allowances, the strike coincided with a spike in COVID-19 cases in the country, leaving many worried that it could have serious consequences for the battle against the third wave of pandemic. Dr. Ihinere shared the concerns in this briefing that the industrial action was crippling the government effort in making sure that tackling the resurgence of the pandemic had been seen to. Defending his position on the strike and the call on the doctors to resume, the minister said the Nigeria Constitution clearly spelled out the responsibility of all the tiers of government. Resident doctors cannot hold the federal government to ransom on issues related to state government, he said. More territory surrender as troops escalate operations across Northeast. More Boko Haram Islamic State West African Province territories have continued to surrender as troops of Operation Adenkai conducting counter-terrorism and counter-insurgency operation in Northeast Nigeria against the terrorists. A statement by the Director Army Public Relations, Brigadier General Onyema Nwachukwu indicated the success was as a result of a sustained air and artillery bombardment on the enclaves of the terrorists in Sambisa yield positive results as 56 terrorists and their families laid down their arms abandoning the group and their illicit course. Arms recovered from surrendered terrorists include 5 AK-47 rifles, 1 foreign AK-47 rifle with telescopic sight, 1 Fabric National rifle, 8 AK-47 rifle magazines, 1 FM rifle magazines, 1 Bordoila, 3 rounds of 7.62 meter special ammunition, and the sum of 7,700 naira. The statement added a Boko Haram fighting from Abuja Asamal village in Sambisa forest also surrendered to own troops with 4 AK-47 rifle, 2 magazines, 1 magazine holder, 1 round of 7.62 mm special, and the sum of 5,000 naira. Let's go on a short break. We'll be right back.
Good news to all Lagos residents, especially owners of landed properties. Payment of land use charge has now been made easy through an online platform known as Lola. Lola is Lagos online assistance platform where payment of land use charge is possible through a WhatsApp-only message on 0815-433-3883. This Lola platform, initiated by the Lagos State Ministry of Finance, will make the payment of land use charge possible anytime, any day, and anywhere without any third-party involvement. For more information, please visit www.lola.ng or luc.lagostate.gov.ng. Lola, the easiest way to pay your Lagos State land use charge. Always remember, Ìgbéga Ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó àjùmọ̀ṣe ni.
Welcome back. Still on news at 12. Now on business news. Federal government not the best manager of refineries, petroleum minister. The federal government has admitted that it is not in the best position to manage the nation's refineries. Minister of State for Petroleum Resources, Timipre Silva, stated this during his Congress meeting appearance on Thursday edition of Politics Today. Despite the submission, the minister believes it will not be out of place if the government gets the refineries without before taking appropriate decisions. He explained that the government does not subscribe to the idea of selling off their refineries in their present condition, as such action would be widely criticized by citizens. He said Muhammadu Buhari administration cannot be blamed for the present state of the facilities as it inherited damaged refineries. Despite this, it said government has decided to prove to Nigerians that the refineries can be fixed and put back into working condition. After the refineries have been fixed, the minister believes Nigerians can then decide what to do about them. DPR deploys inventory tool to check PMS diversion among 33,000 stations. A subsidy cost weighed down government interventions due to the rising consumption of premium motor spirit (PMS) occasioned by smuggling and sharp practices in the downstream sector. The Department of Petroleum Resources (DPR) has set a December deadline for filling stations to register on a downstream remote monitoring system (DRMS) as a requirement for license renewal. DRMS, also known as e-station, is an inventory and regulatory tool that tracks product levels across retail outlets and depots. The system also tracks the movement of product from depot to retail outlets using a USSD code *717#. The Chief Executive Officer, DPR Saki Awalu, stated that so far, out of the 33 filling stations registered on its network, only 6,700 have been registered. The DPR boss stated this at a critical government agencies and stakeholders engagement in Lagos. According to him, any filling station platform that fails to key into will not be allowed to load at the depots, saying the DRMS would bring sanity to the downstream sector of the oil and gas industry. He added that the move would also be a long way to complement the efforts of sisters industry in the bid to regulate the industry. Responding, the Chairman Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC), Abdulrasheed Bawa, represented by the Director of Operation EFCC, Abdulkarim Chukbol, said the stake meeting was to strengthen the relationship with DPR for transparency and accountability in the oil and gas sector, pointing out to the need to ensure the effective management of nation hydrocarbon resources. Executive Secretary Petroleum Product Pricing Regulation Agency (PPPRA) Abdulkader Saidu Umar said operations and regulatory agencies must use the partnership as a veritable tool to achieve the mandate of the federal government to drive gas development. Now on entertainment news. Mo Abudu's Ebony's Wife Life Universal Pictures to co-produce movie on Hush Puppy. Universal Pictures has set up an entitled project based on the Boomerang story, The Fall of the Billionaire Gucci Master, about Ramon Abbas, also known as Ray Hush Puppy. Universal Picture Will Packer Productions and Mo Abudu's Ebony Life have picked up the adaptation right to the Boomerang Attitude article, The Fall of the Billionaire Gucci Master, about the Instagram influencer Ramon Abbas, also known as Ray Hush Puppy at Hush Puppy or the Billionaire Gucci Master. The Boomerang story by Evans Ratif detailed claims by authority that Nigerian-born Abbas perfected a simple internet scam and laundered millions of dollars. An untitled action trillion project set up at Universal Pictures follows a contested auction for the property. Discussion on writers to adapt the Boomerang article are now ongoing. Will Packer and James Lopez will produce through their Will Packer Productions, and Abudu will produce the Ebony Life Studios. And that will be all for today. Join us at news at 4 on the Gallery TV. Thank you for having me. I remain Adibayo Omolara. Do have a nice day.
Good news to all Lagos residents, especially owners of landed properties. Payment of land use charge has now been made easy through an online platform known as Lola. Lola is Lagos online assistance platform where payment of land use charge is possible through a WhatsApp-only message on 0815-433-3883. This Lola platform, initiated by the Lagos State Ministry of Finance, will make the payment of land use charge possible anytime, any day, and anywhere without any third-party involvement. For more information, please visit www.lola.ng or luc.lagostate.gov.ng. Lola, the easiest way to pay your Lagos State land use charge. Always remember, Ìgbéga Ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó àjùmọ̀ṣe ni.
It is here again. Are you an artist looking for a place to produce and promote your musical videos?
Or a content creator in need of a platform to air your program?
The Gallery TV got you covered.
At the Gallery, we provide world-class production services
Such as
event coverage,
promotion and production of musical videos,
studio rental,
live streaming of events.
We also provide airtime for your program on all our platforms.
These and lots of other interesting packages, all at an affordable price with a 10% discount.
For more details, you can visit us on our website at www.thegallerytv or on our social media platforms at The Gallery TV on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
The Gallery TV, we set the pace.